first of all, don't get discouraged. This month, I'm at 40 to 50 sales. I'm actually over the sales goal that I made last month at this time.
What's going on, y'all? Peace and love. We have a special edition of our Boutique Boss series. This lady right here is absolutely incredible. Her story is going to really motivate you. So I wanted to get her on here. Jacinta Willis started with us, maybe what, like 5-6 months ago, maybe like March, something
I
like
think
that.
March or February.
Okay. So she started with us in let's just say February. And her story of how she's gotten to this level of success is really cool and honestly really motivational. So, here at Vamp and RFA, we want to shine a light on our students that are doing things the right way, that are successful, and that can motivate you all listening to also become successful. So Jacinta is here with us today. What's up, Jacinta?
Hi.
How you doing? How you doing? How's everything going?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
Doing spectacular. Well, yo, I definitely wanted to get you on. I know it's a Saturday, so I know you have other things to tend to, but let's go ahead and jump into this. I don't want to waste any time, but for those people that are listening right now, talk about how long you've actually been in the boutique space.
So I started in 2018. Um, and when I started the boutique because I had just had my twins and I was like, I really don't want to go back to working the 12-hour shifts. So that was the reason why I started it. And I was like, when I first started, I was like, okay, I'm gonna take these pictures, throw these clothes on. I'm post on Instagram, post on Facebook, like everybody gonna love it because it's gonna be cute. They're gonna like this. Well, it didn't work that way. Um, and I was basically selling out of my trunk. Um, and it was just people was buying it, like it was basically like family members, friends, and co-workers and stuff like that. But I felt like those were my people. But in reality, in a boutique reality, those aren't my ideal customers. Of course, they're going to buy from you because they're your family, they're your friends, they're your coworkers because they want to see you succeed and they want, they just want to support you. But I just had to realize that I needed to broaden, like, open up my horizon on who am I selling to, like who is my ideal customer.
Yep, I get it. I get it. Honestly, that's very important too. For those of y'all listening, you may think you're successful because locally, you might be getting a few sales here and there, but the ultimate goal is to look at your account and see names that you don't know that are buying from you. That's honestly like a great feeling of being successful is when you see these names and you don't even know who they are. That's a testament to the things that you're doing on the back end necessary to make this thing work. So, I know a lot of boutique owners, that's how you start. You start with the family and the friends and they support you and all of that's all good, but you always want to take it up to that next level, to that next level. And I know Jacinta, so you started in 2018 and so you've been in this game for about 3 years now. And so what was that point where you really decided like, you know what, like I need to try and take this to the next level? Like, what was that point in your progression where you got to that level?
So it was basically when I started. At first, like I said, I was selling off the trunk. Then when I started my online store, I'm like, okay, well, nobody's going online. Everybody wants to come to me, pay with cash. They want to Zelle me. They want to cash at me. I'm like, nobody's going online. So I actually was in a boutique group on Facebook, and I want to say I hope I'm not saying her name wrong. Her name is Cheryl Wilson. She's actually one of y'all, and she shared um y'all post, and she was just like talk about how awesome y'all were and how she got the ads running through you. And I was scared. Like I had set up my Facebook management account. I think I'm saying it right. I might be saying it wrong. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But I thought I had did my pixel. I thought I had did everything. And I was like, I'm so scared to mess with this account because I don't want to mess anything up. So I reached out. I reached out to Vamp. I did my consultation, my session with y'all, and I was blown away the first time. And I was like, okay, y'all could just take all my money. Like you just the way like the pitch, like everything, I just knew that y'all knew what y'all were talking about and from that point on, it my content was okay. Um it wasn't great, but now that I look back at my content now versus then, I'm like, girl, what were you doing?
Yeah.
Streets, girl, you thought you was popping, but them pictures and that content was not it.
Yeah.
So the main one of the main things that I have learned is that if your content doesn't resonate with your customer, they're not gonna buy. Like they will go on your website, they will click the link. If it doesn't resonate with them, they won't buy. Like product description is key. Um, the fabric, like talk to them like they're your friend. Like who is your ideal customer? Like talk to them like, girl, this is the perfect dress for you. It's so versatile. Y'all know we love them dresses with them pockets on the side. Like
Yeah.
so I have learned so much being with Vamp. It's just awesome.
Yo, that's honestly great. And you know, one thing that should stick out to you, to those of you that are listening, is think about when she started. So she started with us in February, right? So um the way that we set it up with her, we did a few sessions with her initially, and she wasn't necessarily seeing those results. You know, she wasn't
Mhm.
necessarily seeing those results. But the key for her was the fact that she stuck with it, right? And one thing that we teach, and we teach a lot, is the fact that you can have the best ads in the world. Like you can run the best ads in the world, best ad strategy. But if your content and branding is not on point, you're gonna struggle. You're gonna struggle. You know, it's very rare that you can have a brand that's lacking and still do well with your ads. So it has to kind of be like a happy marriage where your ads are supporting your branding and your branding is supporting your ads. It kind of goes hand in hand. So just looking at where Jacinta was when she first started, the content that she was creating, to where she's at now and the content that she's creating, it's honestly incredible. So Jacinta, talk about this. Talk about your ability to kind of push forward, because you know you started in February. We did our initial set of sessions, but what was it that made you want to stick with this and continue to push?
So what made me want to stick with it and push is that once the ad started running, like, well, first of all, it was one-on-one. Like you set me down, you told me what to do. Like it was a like all of our sessions are recorded, all of our Zoom calls are recorded. So I can refer back to that and kind of like do it on my own.
Mhm.
And I started to see results and I'm like, girl, they liking your content. We would get back on the calls and you would just break down everything and be like, well, look, this content, kind of resonated with them, and this one didn't. They liked the video content. We found out that they liked the video content, and I started to see like my website views grow. And even though I wasn't making the sales that I wanted to make, I still stayed um motivated, because every time we would get off a call, I would be like, man, I'm ready. I'm amped. These ads about to run tomorrow. Like they're gonna be clicking these links, they're gonna be buying this. And it was just like your first of all, your positive attitude, it rubbed off on me. Like some days, I'm not gonna lie, I did get discouraged with different stuff. And all I can think about was when we talked about the law of attraction. you know what, you gotta think positive. You gotta use those positive words because it's gonna all come back. And all that made me stay motivated. And I'm actually watching my business grow. I've made this month, it took me 7 days to make what I made in 19 days last month.
Woo! Whoa, 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 whoa. Bring that back. Bring that back. Bring that back. Bring that back. Bring
Yeah.
that back. So basically, in the first 7 days of this month, you've already made the same amount that you made in 19 days last month.
Yes. I've actually made more.
Wow.
I've
Wow.
made more. So last month, this time around this time last month, today is the what's today? The ninth. That's last month, this time I don't think I had any sales on my website.
Mm,
Um no, I'm lying. I had about 2 or 3 sales on my website.
mhm.
This month I'm at 40 to 50 sales. I'm actually over the sales goal that I made last month at this time.
Wow. So
I'm,
you're
I'm
growing. You're growing
yes,
at a rapid pace now, you know.
yes. I've grown from seeing maybe like $100 days, $50 days to seeing $500 and $600 days, sometimes $700 and $800 days.
Ooh, wow. Yo,
Yeah.
that's awesome. That's awesome. So here's the thing, y'all. Like, you got to understand. Sometimes, right? Sometimes you can jump in, you can learn this stuff, and it'll pop off immediately for you. You know what I'm saying? But you have to be very realistic with this. You know what I'm saying? Your focus should be you want to build this multi-million-dollar brand, and that doesn't happen overnight, right? But if you continue to push forward, if you continue to obviously believe in yourself, as you talked about, we discussed the law of attraction a lot. If you continue to believe in yourself, if you continue to feed yourself with positivity and know that you have a brand that is thriving, that is making money, and then you do the things that we tell you to do, you create the right types of content, you're posting continuously, you're making sure your website optimization is set up properly, you're doing all those things, then the ads will begin to work in conjunction with that. But sometimes it takes a little more time. So I'm glad that you jumped on today because I really want the people to hear that, you started in February, it is October today. So that's, 8 months, 9 months, something like that. But you've stuck with the process. And now last month you said you had a record month, right?
Yep, I had a record month last month. Last month, I set my goal for last month. Actually, it was 4,000 for last month. I hit 5,000. I actually hit over 5,000. I pushed my goal to 5,000 once I hit the $4,000 threshold, and I'm like, there's no. It was only like a week left, and I was like, there is no way I'm hitting $5,000 this month, but I'm just gonna push it. And I hit my $5,000 goal. I'm actually about to hit 3,000 if I have, I think, one more order this week, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to get it because I dropped new arrivals today. um I'm sending out my text message marketing, what you put me on. And let me add this. I Any apps that he tell y'all to put on, please add them to your website. Looks, make sure you put your review. That sticky add to cart is awesome. Like, all your customers look for stuff like that. They want to scroll down. Like when we go on Amazon, what the first thing we do? We go and look for the reviews. Those are awesome. And another thing I would like to add is I see a lot of boutiques and a lot of just businesses on Instagram always putting a bio, and it's just my personal preference. And I'm just saying, but you have to build that customer relationship with people. They always put no DMs. I get a lot of DMs. I answer all my DMs. My customers love that I built that relationship with them. I have customers, local customers that I've never known that's inviting me to parties and stuff because we built that. It's so crazy. Like, I love my customers. I love it here. I swear they show so much love. I offer free local pickup because I'm locally in New Orleans, and they love that. Like, the customers love, okay, I have this event in like 24 hours and I really need this dress. With local pickup, you order, your order is ready within 24 to 72 hours. You
Mm.
inbox me and say, hey girl, look, I placed the order with you, or you can email me, hey girl, I placed the order with you. I need this dress for tomorrow. Will it be ready? I'm gonna answer.
You
That's just
got it. You
you
got
have to build a relationship with the customer. But yep, I skip over a lot of stuff. I'm sorry, but yeah, I'm about to hit 3,000, and my goal. Oh, let me say this: my goal for this month was 7,000, right? So as I'm working, because I'm a firm believer in God, I pray and I have big faith, and God said no, 17,000, and I'm like, wait, hold up, wait, stop playing with me.
it.
I mean, I was like, okay, God, I don't play with you. If that's what you said, 17,000. I'm hitting this goal. So my
Yes.
this month is 17,000. I will definitely touch back and let y'all know if
Let
I
us
hit.
know. Let us know. Absolutely. 17K. Honestly, like you already at 3K. We're not even a quarter of the way through the month, really.
That.
So honestly, well, we're a little over a quarter, but you can definitely hit it because here's the thing too. In the fourth quarter of the year, that's when the buyers are out. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I'm subscribed to Jacinta's text message marketing list, and I get texts at least 2 times a week. So that's another tip for y'all. Definitely start adding people to your list and sending out these blasts as well, because that has helped her to grow, also. So to kind of summarize, content is king. You need to be posting daily, if not daily, at least post every other day. Video content works very well, as well as picture. Do a good combination of both so that you can kind of see what works. um, People buy from people, just like Jacinta said. People aren't going to buy from you. You're talking about no DMs. Like, nah, DM me. I want to talk to you. I want to get to know you. I want you to buy from me. I want you to feel like you've known me for 10 years and we just met. That's really the vibe, that you want to go for. And then as you begin to grow and as your brand skyrockets, you can have somebody kind of handle your DMs. But right now, for those of y'all listening that aren't at that place, you want to be responding to people, because a sale is a sale. you know a sale is a sale. But Jacinta, I only had one more question for you. Um and actually, I think you answered it. I was going to ask what tips that you actually, let's just do it. What tips do you have, for someone that's getting discouraged right now, that has started their e-commerce brand and maybe they've been doing it for a year or two, or maybe they've started it a couple months ago? What advice do you have to them if they're getting discouraged, the sales aren't coming in yet? Can you drop a little bit of advice for them real quick?
Um, First of all, don't get discouraged. Second of all, make sure that you are investing in your brand. Your customer can't, they can't find you if they can't see you. Basically, run the ads. That's what when I say invest in your brand, I mean run your ads. Get with Vamp. Learn how. I'm sorry, I get tongue tied a lot.
No, it's fine.
Um, Make sure you're posting on Instagram. Make sure you're posting on your social media pages at least 5 times a day. That's very important. Um, Make sure you're branding. And when I say branding, make sure that you know who your ideal customer is. Make sure that that content that you're putting out resonates with them. Because if it doesn't resonate with them, they won't get the sales. Make sure that your customers trust you, meaning they if I'm telling you, oh, this outfit has great stretch, and then I send you something that's tiny, it doesn't have any stretch, like I can't trust you. That you got to build trust with your customer. um just stay motivated. Like nothing happens overnight. Nothing happens overnight. I'm not gonna lie, I get discouraged, but it's definitely worth worth the wait. So just stay encouraged.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely, um stay motivated. Listen to positive things when you wake up in the morning. Believe that you have a multi-million dollar brand. That's what I always say. Operate like that. Would a multi-million dollar brand do the things that you're doing right now, or would they do things a little bit differently? Would they do more than what you're doing? Start operating like that, because it's going to help your brand. Now, Jacinta, I would like you to kind of plug your website, let people know where they can find you. If you're open to people contacting you and just getting some motivation for you, go ahead and just let people know where they can find you at.
They can find me on Instagram at Amour Dior Couture. Um, and that's no underscore. It's just Amour Dior Couture, AMOUR DIOR COUTOURE. That's on Instagram, and it's also Amour Dior Couture on Facebook. And my website is amourdiorcouture.com, not www, just amourdiorcouture.com. And also, if you wanted to reach out and email me, you can email me at Jacinta Whitley, JACINTA WHITLEY
Perfect, perfect. Well, yo, Jacinta, thank you so much for your time. Like I said, I know it's a Saturday. I know you got the kids and everything like that. So I appreciate your time. And for those of you listening, definitely give Jacinta a shout. She's super motivational and she's crushing it right now. But that's all we got for today, y'all. So stay tuned for more. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel because we're always going to be delivering and giving you motivational stories like this to help you get to the next level. But we out of here, y'all. Have a blessed one.